It's time for baseball on MLB Network. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies. The Cubs have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Chichi Gonzalez will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Leading off,
and that brings up Javi Baez. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off.
First pitch, 111.
The windup and the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. These Rockies guys, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Sliced hard on the ground. Arenado's got it. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. John Lester gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Trevor Story steps in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Trevor Story.
Now here it comes. In there, 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row? You've been on some good teams. Not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Trevor Story in this one. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Daniel Murphy comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
That misses 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
The 1-2. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll flip it over to Lester for the out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Lester has his target. Here's the first pitch. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball called for strike 2.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Now this is on the ground for Baez. It's short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
That is it. The catcher, Victor Caratini.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
Pitch saws him off as this one's lifted in the air. In there, a base hit. The throw is wild, and he gets away. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
Boy, D-Row, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Fouled off. Bryant on third. Caratini over at second. Souza on at first with nobody out. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Into the box now, David Bodie. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Stepping into the box, John Lester. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the second runner will pull up stakes over at third, so 1 run is in, and the bases stay loaded with 2 away.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Here's Javier Baez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's set. The 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Murphy is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 4 base hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. On now to the bottom. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Charlie.
Now the first pitch here from Lester.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Looking up is the center fielder. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 196 for his career, as the Rockies pull even now at 1 apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
David Dahl to the plate now. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Enters play here at 279. 11 home runs to go along with 52 RBIs. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Base is empty here with nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Garrett Hampson is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. McMahon, a California-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Lester into his motion. Here it is. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Two and two.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Rockies are able to knot things up thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2, all even now at 1-1. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Fouled away. And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward is gone on strikes, and there's 1 away.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and it's fouled away. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Story has got it, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up the catcher, Tony Walters.
The catcher, Tony Walters.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. A bouncer to the left side. And quickly there's 1 down to lead off the frame.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Chichi.
Striding into the box, Chichi Gonzalez. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0. Line drive to center field, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Hey, pretty good swing right there by the pitcher. I know he'll be telling his boys in the dugout to take some hitting lessons from him if he's going to square line drives up all day.
At the plate, Trevor Story, second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. In the dirt here. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. The 1-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-2, full count. Payoff pitch coming from Lester. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Rockies are down quietly. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Digging in, Victor Caratini. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Nope.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
Look out, 1-1.
A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Now back.
Into the box, Steven Souza. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. A solo home run there for Steven Souza. 19th home run for him on the season, and with it the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, I'm not sure that ball's ever going to be found. It went so far. One of the most impressive home runs we've ever seen, and the show track numbers are just ridiculous. Get this, the projected distance registered at over 500 feet. Very few balls in history have reached that territory, so expect to see that one on highlight reels for a long time to come.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Home run number 47 thus far. And the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead. So now to the plate, David Bodie, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Now batting, the pitcher.
The next Cub up, John Lester, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up, and if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Standing in now, Javier Baez.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
0 for 2 for him to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Walters. And he makes the throw to first. Baez is retired. 2 down now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Man at second here with 2 away. And that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is pulled into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 4 and the Rockies 1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
The first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
And now a pitch on the way. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here it comes. Strike 2.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. I think that was a purpose pitch. These guys are swinging at just about everything, so he's going to take a chance to see if they'll chase one even further out of the zone.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Fouled off. The 0-2 delivery. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Charlie Blackmon is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Line towards center field. Happ is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, David Shaw.
So first and second with one man gone. And into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. Now a chopper to first. Might only get one. One there. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play and the inning is over. One left for Colorado. They trail it 4-1. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air to center field. Hampson is right there, and it's a very quick out number one.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, catcher.
Now at the plate, Victor Caratini. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A wave and a miss made him reach.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just 1 pitch. What are they doing up there?
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dahl is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. Among other things, he brought up their lack of walks as a sign that they're not doing a great job of working the count and laying off pitches outside the strike zone. Going forward, he's hoping to see a better focus on competitive at-bats and more selective swings.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Hit back toward the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Outstanding range on display that time, and here's the data from ShowTrack. I didn't think he was going to get to that one, but he did, and then to complete the play, he made a fantastic throw right on the money. That batter's got to feel like he got robbed on that ball. Into the box, Ryan McMahon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Hayward on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for Colorado, the catcher, no day.
Digging in, Tony Walters. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Antonio Senzatella takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Steven Souza, fouled away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate now, Ian Happ. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck.
And it's fouled away. Happ with a swing and he connects, sends this one to deep right field. Blackmon going back at the track, the wall,
and gone up into the second deck.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1. At the plate, David Bodie. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And there's ball one. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see, they rank down near the bottom of the NL in that department. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Rockies 1. Ian Desmond is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Number 20, Ian Desmond.
Now Desmond swings and hits a high fly ball with some carry on it to deep left field. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run that time for Ian Desmond. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now a 5-2 game.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Takes this the other way to right. Hayward is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Nolan Arenado, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. 1-1 on its way from Lester. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
Lester sets 0-2 on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rockies strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's now 5-2. Jairo Diaz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 37.
So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez. Lifetime in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Fouled off. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Blackmon on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
As a look, now the pitch. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
All even now, 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Chris Bryant will be next. Fouled away. Another payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
He's set. Here it comes. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Wade Davis comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the outfielder, David Dahl.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Popped high in the air. Caratini is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Garrett Hampson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-1 home. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Center fielder looking up to the track, to the wall, into the fountain, and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 9 on the year. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in a big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now Lester's 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Ryan McMahon. 1 out, nobody on. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 50.
2 away now in the Colorado 7th. And that brings up the catcher, Tony Walters. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
3 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. 2-2 to the Colorado catcher. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Rockies do get one back via the solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 8-3. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Thank you, Heidi. First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. McMahon gathers it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 15.
Ready for another shot now, David Bodie. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. From the stretch, way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. Eight runs, 11 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
2 out, nobody on. Fly ball right down the line in left. And no one will track it down. The 0-2 once more.
I got the count 1-2.
Grounded back up the middle. McMahon fields it cleanly. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 8-3. Raimel Tapia will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Raimel Tapia.
A ball and no strikes. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And the pitch. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. To short. And a good throw gets him. One gone. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Number 9.
Daniel Murphy steps in now. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. This is pulled into right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2 base hits this year. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Coming to the plate now, Charlie Blackmon is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
And that misses 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Runner at second here with one man out. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And it's fouled away. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Arenado is on his way home. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
And that misses ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. 2-1 to David Dahl. 3 runs already home here. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Now a drive by Dahl, and this is hit well to right field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, as that makes this an 8-all ball game.
Now batting, number 1.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson as he sends it on the ground to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
And, oh, that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. That'll bring up Tony Walters. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Just a touch outside. 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Hayward. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. We've played 8 full, and we are deadlocked at 8 apiece. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. James Pazos will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Dom Nunez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. First delivery to him on the way, and he fouls this one off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Pazos is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Baez is retired, and there's one away. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
1-1, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. The 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
Ready with the 1-2. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. 3 up.
Leading up for the Rockies, the catcher,
Jeremy Jeffress comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
For Chicago, number 24, Jeremy Jeffress.
Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And there's 1 gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Trevor Story. He singled his last time up. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he's going to get there. And there's your winning run at third now with only 1 away.
Up next for Colorado.
So he's into third with his 6th 3-bagger of the year.
Yeah, and that tells you what kind of an offensive player he is. Very good at hitting the ball on the line, and obviously he's got some decent wheels on him too.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Daniel Murphy, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored at third with 2 gone now. So striding forward now, Nolan Arenado. He'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. Score remains even at 8 apiece. At the plate, Chris Bryant. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and a strike to count. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A solo shot here to left. And it's now a 1-run ball game.
Now batting, the Victor.
Into the box, Victor Caratini. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. His third home run of the ball game as they've taken a 2-run lead.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Brian Shaw, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Number 29, Ryan Shaw. Now batting, the left fielder.
So now to the plate, Steven Souza, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. No outs, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Into the box now, Ian Happ, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty at strike 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And the runner will get back standing. A runner at first with no outs here. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
To the plate now, David Bodie. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Kyle Schwarber will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
Lays off 1-0, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 delivery. 2-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
At the plate now, Javier Baez, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 bases. Craig Kimbrell takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10.
Craig Kimbrell.
Pitch on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Leading off for the Rockies, the right fielder, Charlie.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit back up the middle. Barehanded for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The batter,
So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Garrett Hampson. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Last strike now for Colorado. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. Chicago earned their 116th win, tops in the division. Jeremy Jeffress wins in relief for the 8th time this year. Craig Kimbrell earns the save out of the bullpen, his 14th. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs, 10 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Rockies, 8 runs on 15 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. In the National League Central, Victor Caratini was a one-man highlight reel with 3 home runs and 5 RBIs, as the Cubbies disposed of the Rockies 10-8. The win was their 6th in a row. At the start of the day, the Rockies sit in 4th place in the National League West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Brent Suter earned his 10th win overall out of the bullpen as Milwaukee took one from the Dodgers 3-2. Entering the day's action, the Brewers sit in second place in the National League Central, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. And the Dodgers are atop the NL West. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Logan Webb got his 3rd win this season, leading San Francisco over the Redbirds 5-3. Heading into the day, the Giants are in last place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Cardinals are in 3rd place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. Tyler Flowers was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, helping lead the Braves to a win over the Mets 3-1. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. As of right now, the Braves sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, 5 games back. And the Mets are 3rd in the division, 9 games back. The Marlins combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 1-0. As of today, the Phillies sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The D-backs allowed only 5 hits in the game as they made short work of the Padres 8-0. At the start of the day, the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West. They're 18.5 games out of first. And the Diamondbacks are 2nd in the division, 10.5 back. The Tigers got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Red Sox on the road 3-2. Entering the day's action, the Red Sox are in 1st place in the American League East, a commanding 8.5 games ahead of 2nd. While the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. James Paxton struck out 15 overall with the win as the Yankees claim victory over the Orioles 2-1. He currently owns the best ERA in the American League. In the standings, the Orioles sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Yankees are 2nd in the division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. Jorge Soler collected a total of 4 driven in as the Royals were victorious over the A's 5-3. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. As of today, the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Athletics are leading the AL West. They are enjoying a comfortable 6.5 game cushion. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim launched 3 home runs as they got the home victory against the Astros 4-2. At the start of the day, the Angels are in 4th place in the AL West. They're 15 games back, while the Astros are 2nd in the division, 6.5 games back. The Mariners pounded out 17 hits in this one as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-7. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Heading into the day, the Rangers are in 3rd place in the AL West. They're 7.5 games out of first. And the Mariners are at the bottom of the division. They're 18.5 games out of first. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.